Hey, what's up? It's Cody Grant with Back Talk Syndicate. Back for another episode of the pod. George Norwood joined me on this one. Two diehard wrestling fans, WWE Royal Rumble, both of our favorite premium live event. Two Rumble matches. The men's Roman Reigns was victorious. The women's Liv Morgan won that one. AJ Styles retired. The young superstars, Obafemi, Lash Legend, Sol Ruka, stole the show. Plenty to get to. And what's next heading into WrestleMania? Masked Man is back, attacked Braun Breaker. We don't know what's going on, but George and I dove into it. Take a listen. George,
What up, Cody?
we are officially on the road to WrestleMania.
It's my favorite road.
Oh, man. Royal Rumble for years back in the times when we were both younger and we had to beg our parents to get on the phone and call for a pay-per-view and shell out $65. Now we only have to spend $30 a month on the ESPN Plus app. The Royal Rumble has always had a special place in my heart, and you and me were both able to scratch something off our bucket list last year when we went to Indianapolis to witness the Royal Rumble live. This year was a lot harder to get to as it was in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. So we did not make the trip to this one. But I got to say, I did enjoy the 1 o'clock Central start time. So I had the
I-
rest
I'm
of my night on Saturday to do
I'm
whatever
a
I wanted.
sucker. I'm a sucker for that time. Afternoon wrestling is awesome.
Yeah, dude, I would be fully for afternoon wrestling in the future if it can continue. I don't think it will unless they are in a different country, but especially in America, I will have the expectation moving forward. It will be a 6 or 7 o'clock start time. But I gotta say, for the 1 o'clock start times, it just reminds me of like football season, like a
Right.
noon kickoff. 1 o'clock
It's
wrestling
fantastic.
kickoff is great.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. You can watch it, get your wrestling in, and then you could still go out. It's a Saturday. It makes up for a really good day.
Yeah, yeah, and you don't have to worry about, like, canceling plans or anything when Royal Rumble's on because, hey, I'm gonna be done by 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, and I'll be ready to go.
You know what? Let's keep the Royal Rumble cussies. Just don't have it in the U.S. for like the next 3 years.
I wanna go within the next 3 years again.
Oh, that would be good. Oh,
Yeah.
we'll talk about it. We'll
We'll
talk.
talk. We'll talk. We'll plan that. So Royal Rumble is come and gone. Women's Royal Rumble, Liv Morgan got the W. One thing too I want to point out before that match started, in the past it was always, hey, the winner of Royal Rumble main events WrestleMania. And the
Yeah,
past
just
like
lying to
4 or
us.
5 years
Yeah,
they have not main evented. Well, I did
just
notice
lies.
they said the winner of the Royal Rumble will earn a championship match at WrestleMania. They did not say main event. I think WWE picked up on that. But
Yeah,
yeah, Liv
100%.
got the win, and then AJ Styles could not conquer Gunther. So rumors are he is retired, as he did put his career up. Drew McIntyre retained the WWE Undisputed Championship against Sami Zayn. So he'll be going into Elimination Chamber with the title and the men's Royal Rumble. Roman Reigns back on top, gets his first win since 2015. So George, let's dive right in. Do you want to go match by match? You kind of want to just give like your thoughts on the whole show in general? Where do you want to start?
Yeah, just in general. I thought the show was okay. The show was
You have
it wasn't like fantastic. It's not one of my favorite rumbles. But I thought the show was pretty good. It long show for the four matches, but it's a Royal Rumble. You're gonna get those are hour each. It's I thought the show was fine. Set up some storylines. Left you questioning a couple things, and now they're gonna be able to tell the story on a couple different fronts. So I think it did its job.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was a bad show by any means. I just had such high expectations, and I was talking with you multiple days before the show started. I really came to believe that Chris Jericho was gonna make an
Oh,
appearance. I was really
I want
disappointed when
Cody.
I
I
didn't
wanted
see
that
him
for
come
you
out.
so bad. I wanted that
Um,
for you so bad.
no legends in the men's rumble. Only one legend, if you want to call Brie Bella a legend, in the women's rumble. There were
She's a Hall of Famer.
no. She is a Hall of Famer. Yeah, I'm not saying she's not a legend. And
Yeah.
just from the definition of wrestling legends, there was one total out of 60 competitors combined in both Royal Rumbles. There were no really big surprise entrances or surprise returns. Like, we knew LA Knight was coming back. He wasn't a
Right.
surprise. The singles matches, I think both were great. I mean, Gunther and AJ Styles, I think was the match of the night, and I expected Sami Zayn to lose to Drew McIntyre. And you and me both, I believe, I picked Liv Morgan to win, and I picked Roman Reigns to win. So it was predictable, but not in a sense of it was bad. I just had such high expectations. I was a little bummed out at the end of the show.
And that makes sense. That makes sense with like the high expectations. I think the Rumble's just a cheat code for me. Like, I think I'm gonna like the card. And then when they added the women in, and it's like now I get two, I was like, it's never gonna be a bad show. That's
Right.
never
Yeah,
just
I'm
yeah.
always
That's a
down
good
for
formula.
multiple rumbles on the same show.
Yeah, but I will say I'm also I think I'm a weird one where it's like I like the show of the newer talent rather than legends coming in. Still a couple of entrances, especially in the men's, that very confusing. But I like the buy-in on the new talent rather than going to get the legends. Plus, I think the legends probably had a tough time getting to Saudi Arabia. Well, at least all
I
the
mean,
old
with the
ones.
money they're paying, though.
Yeah, yeah, true, true.
So,
I'd go. Send me.
I mean, Brock Lesnar, he's definitely a legend, but he's still an active competitor per se, right? Like, he's not
Right. Yeah.
retired.
No
And we
surprise
knew
there.
he was coming because he FaceTimed Pat McAfee and announced his entry in the Royal Rumble. But and to your point, the youth and the NXT talent, or I guess main roster now, really did
Yeah.
dominate. I put something, I texted you over the best Rumble performances, and I have two picks that I think were obvious. It was Lash Legend in the women's Rumble, and it was Oba Femi in the men's Rumble, with Sol Ruka as kind of a um,
Oof.
secondary tier performance in the women's Rumble. So those two were dominant, and they definitely set them up in that position where we saw them put Roman Reigns in the past, like in 2014, where they have put
Yep.
Braun Breaker last year, and where they've put guys like Gunther in the past, where they said, "Hey, this is a showcase of what the future champions look like."
That's exactly what they did, and they did a phenomenal job. Um, I thought as soon as Oba's music hit for number one, the words audibly came out of my mouth. This is fantastic. Now I didn't know exactly how they were going to go about it, but having him at one and then just getting him face to face with just a bunch of different people, and then big, small, and he's able to handle all of that. He looked fantastic. But I think Soul Ruka is going to be a superstar. Oh,
Dude. So
she is exciting. She is so exciting to watch.
I had
Um,
another category, best elimination, and I originally wrote down Liv's Oblivion to eliminate Natty,
oh, so
but
good.
a few moments later, Sol Ruka's Soul Snatcher she had on JC Jane and then throwing her over the top rope. That is one of the coolest moves I've ever seen, the Soul
That
Snatcher.
was yeah, and that was so clean.
Yep,
Oh,
she's
it
just
was so
athletic as
good.
hell.
I really liked her showing. And then Javon Evans, I think it came out. He was the Iron Man for the men's, and just watching him kind of get face to face and get his hands on a couple different guys. The future is bright, and and like you said, this is a showcase, and they're showcasing like it might. I think even Triple H said is like this is the new era, and I think we're seeing that right now. And those, I think it's in good hands.
Yeah, Javon Evans, how long did he last in the Rumble? I'm
40
sure
minutes.
40 minutes, because he came
Yeah.
in 3rd or 4th? I think 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah, because obviously Braun Breaker, that was weird. Masked Man attacked Braun Breaker, which I definitely want to talk about that in a little bit. But that was the nice thing about that was keeping. We thought we were going to get Boba Braun. for 90
Right.
seconds. And they just said, nope, we're gonna save that. That could be a WrestleMania main event status in a couple of years.
Yeah, easy, really easy. And I Lash Legend, she's got the look, she's got the character. I love her and Naya together. I wish they had a moment in a Rumble together. That would have been really, really cool to see them two interact together in the Rumble. Not in like a one turning on the other, but like teaming up. Um, but I really enjoyed what she was able to do. I think she had 5 eliminations, and just looked strong. She carried like the middle portion of the Rumble. It was she looks like $1 million. Shout out to her and Trick.
Yeah, Trick was great, as he's been since coming up to the main roster. So they have a lot of young talent. We've been talking about this too for the last couple of years, the young talent that has kind of shown up into a more main event scene, and now they have a handful of wrestlers that aren't there yet, what we can picture them in that main event spot.
Right, right, and just watching Javon Evans just bounce on ropes is very, very fun. Just very fun. Um, Man, it's I'm excited for the next 5, and just seeing what this new group of talent, what kind of stories they're going to be able to tell, especially them intertwining with the greats that are there right now. WWE is in such good hands. Shout out to Shawn Michael for like making these characters and giving us a platform to see them shine. And NXT, I said it already, and I've been terrible. I want to watch that weekly. I want to make an effort to watch that weekly because they're still just absolutely knocking it out of the park.
Yeah, Javon Evans too. How many times did he get almost eliminated? Like 17?
Easy,
I lost
yeah,
count. That guy was over the ropes multiple times, and he is just so I don't even know what the word for he's like lanky. He's long, but
yeah.
he's
It's long.
strong. He's like kind of like Kevin Durant. Like you don't expect him to be that good because he doesn't look
Yes,
big or menacing, but he's just athletic and really good at his craft.
yeah. And he's 21. It's wild. He's
That's
21 years old.
crazy. Barely drinking age.
And I think so. Here's what I'll do. I think my match of the night does have to be the women's Royal Rumble. I really enjoyed the ending to this. Um, I thought they got it right in regards to the last 3, which was Tiffany, Liv, and I love Sol Ruker having that spot. I did that one showing you what Triple H thinks of her and what she's able to handle because I don't think she hasn't officially committed to a brand or anything. I think she's still been like doing some NXT stuff, so she hasn't even been completely called up yet. But kind of just giving us a sneak peek there, saying like, "Hey, we got one in the chamber. She's on the way," type of deal. I absolutely love the ending to that and the sequence to getting Liv to get the victory. The suspense of her throwing Raquel over. I loved her in the post WrestleMania spot, just absolutely screaming in the mic. She is on top of the world in WWE, and she has earned every single second of it. She deserves this moment. And then especially I think they said that she came in second like 2 years, 2 or 3 years. I was like, them giving her this moment. I think it's going to be really fun heading to WrestleMania, trying to figure out who she's going to face.
Yeah, we were talking about the Women's Wrestler of the Year in our 2025 year-end review podcast, and we both picked Io Sky, but I said if Liv Morgan didn't get hurt, she probably would have been my pick. If she has a healthy 2026, I don't see any reason why she can't eclipse that and be the Women's Wrestler of the Year.
Right. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
well
this is
deserved.
shaping up to be it. Yeah, I really like that match.
Yeah, I do think the women's rumble was definitely better than the men's rumble. My match of the night was still Gunther and AJ Styles. And that may have been my pick going into the night. I expected that to be the best match.
Right.
And it was just storytelling 101. There's a reason why Gunther is put in the spot to retire all these legends because he's so good at what he does. And we hate him for it. Like, genuinely hate him for it. And to see Styles at the end take his gloves off and put them back on, it's interesting to see what he's going to do. My guess is from that finish is he's done in WWE. That was his last match, and he
Yeah,
may
that's
go
it.
wrestle for TNA.
I took it as his career is over. Like he's done. No TNA. That is it.
You want to make a bet? Gentleman's bet. I think
Oh
he
yeah.
shows up in TNA. I think he has still a run left in him where he's not going to wrestle for the whole year. Maybe he may not even
Mhm.
wrestle more than 5 matches, but I still think we see him wrestle at least one more time this year, just not in WWE.
Yeah, I'm taking it. I'm taking it literally. We're talking career. Him in the ring. I don't think we see him show up anywhere else. At least in the next 5 years. You know how like they'll retire, then they get the itch, and then all of a sudden they're like on a mini indie tour, just put on matches. I'm not talking about that stuff. Um, but I do think he's done. I don't think there is a TNA run. I think he has no problem essentially going out the same way as the greatest of all time. Uh, and I think helping build Gunter on your way out, that just adds another notch in his belt. So I do think AJ is done.
Who does Gunther retire next?
Chris Jericho.
Let's say that.
I'm sorry, Cody.
I need to see Chris Jericho first before I even make that claim.
I think you add him on the list. I don't know what Randy's looking like. You add him on the list if it's anytime soon, which it might. CM Punk has already said that he's not going to be wrestling too much longer. So in the next 5 years, you can add CM Punk to that list. That's a pretty good list, and I think Gunther's going to be wrestling here for a little bit. So
I definitely think he retires Brock Lesnar, but that's not going to be until SummerSlam most likely.
oh
So I
yeah,
wonder if there is a guy between now and SummerSlam that Gunther can send home. And I really don't know who that would be unless it's a returning superstar that wants one more match.
yeah.
So, and I have no idea, but I do think he will retire Brock Lesnar this year. But that's a ways away. Um, Shout out to Gunther too,
It's
selling the calf crusher, walking to the ring in the Royal Rumble.
I love it. He has this way of just like showing his appreciation, but still looking like a dick at the end of the day. I absolutely love this dude. I do think that's a waste of a 30 entrant though. Oh,
Yeah,
that is awful.
I
That is
expected
awful.
Gunther to be in the Rumble. I thought he was going to be in it, but
Same.
yeah,
Well,
I
yeah, he
don't.
said he was.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't get why. I don't get why you needed Gunther in the Rumble when he was wrestling Styles. And then again, too, because unless you're going to have Gunther win, what does it really do for him? You get. I know he got limited by Roman Reigns. That's not going to hurt Gunther. It's just why even put him in if he's supposed to be this monster heel that is retired John Cena, retired AJ Styles, and he gets thrown over by Roman.
Uh, okay, so I'll say because it protects the character. It makes sense with the character. It 100%. Yes, he's that big heel, and him retiring AJ Styles is enough. But that's not enough for him because he thinks he should be on top. He wants that title shot. So having him say that he's going to pull the double duty and be like, yeah, I can beat you, and then I'll go win the Royal Rumble. I do think there's a little bit that goes into it as well with him being in the final two again. He's gonna win one of these things. Very similar to Liv. Like, hey, you're good enough to be that name that the last person they throw out. But you're also gonna win one of these things, and we know it's coming. And I thought this year would have been the year. Actually, I actually had him possibly. I had him losing to AJ, and then winning the Rumble. But that was backwards.
Yeah, wasn't
That was
he
100.
the last one to get thrown out last year? Didn't Cody
Um,
out last year?
no, last year Jay threw Cena out. The
Oh,
year
I'm thinking
before
2 years
that,
ago.
yeah.
Yeah, 2 years ago. The last Rumble that Cody won, because or was it Cody threw out Punk And I can't remember if that was 3 years ago or 2 years ago, but I thought Cody threw out Gunther in one of those Rumbles too. But yeah, no, you're
I
right.
think the first one he definitely threw out
First
Gunter
one,
because they had like a 10-minute match. I was
right.
like, guys, I get it, but get to it, please.
Well, I mean, that was just an homage to Undertaker and Shawn Michaels,
That's
right?
so funny. That's so good. That was so good.
Um, Anybody not in the Rumble that you wish was? And
This
I preface to say that because like Bianca Belair, possibly, but
oh,
maybe she wasn't clear to return. But was there anyone like you just wanted to see in the Rumble that we didn't get that should have that was available?
and that's the whole thing is that was available is that um I thought Bianca would have been really cool to see. But it's kind of a cheat code in the sense of I don't think Liv is going after Jade. She's going to go after the world. And the reason why I say that is because you can build Jade a story with Bianca organically. You don't need the Rumble. It doesn't need to be for a championship. It will. You can still build up Jade and then insert her into a meaningful storyline with Bianca. Uh, on a return. Like, also, this is all assuming that Bianca's healthy, and I think a lot of disappointment comes in the sense of, hey, we've heard they're healthy, we think they're healthy, um, and so maybe Chris Jericho couldn't pass a physical. I don't know.
He is
I
old.
don't want to give it too much, but he is old. But I think those are the two that stand out. I didn't expect Seth to be in the Rumble at all. I still don't expect him to show up, but it looks like he might. That an easy pick for the guy that uh, ran in on Bron. But
I don't think it was Seth. I
yeah,
don't think it was Seth.
see, and it didn't look like South's
I think
stature.
it's Austin
Oh,
Theory.
and I'd be so here for. I'm so here for these twists and turns. Um, and I love.
I
Yeah, it's got us questioning it. It's a story. You just made a storyline right there. Now we. Oh, I'm so interested in this right now.
Well, I think that there were all these rumors about Theory being another member of the Vision before the Vision even turned on Seth Rollins because of the history with Rollins and Theory. And my theory, no pun intended, is Seth Rollins recruited Austin Theory after he got attacked by the Vision to infiltrate the Vision and work with Seth while Seth is out. And I think
The
Austin
arc.
Theory is the one that attacked Braun Breaker. And then when Seth comes back, there's your WrestleMania match, Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker with Theory in Seth's corner, and then Bronson Reed in Breaker's corner.
Mm, I love that. What do you do with Logan Paul?
He can do whatever he wants, you know.
Have a
I
match by
do
yourself.
want to
You're
give
fine.
I want to give him credit though. He has been an everyday guy, like every
Yeah,
week. He's not a part
yeah,
timer.
and
He's
I
there
love
every
it.
single week.
This is the perfect job for him. You are good at this. Just stay here, become a WWE personality. Just soak us in. I'm here for Logan Paul. Bring him on. I'm 100% in. He's really good at this.
Yeah, no, I've been a fan of him really since day one when I first saw him wrestle. I'm like, holy shit, he can wrestle, he can go. And then when he gets on the mic, I'm like, he gets it. He can talk, he can trash talk, he knows the hard cam, he knows where to be, and he does some of the most athletic moves out of anybody in the wrestling ring.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna have a championship run with one of those world titles sooner
Yep.
than later.
Yep.
I wanted to bring
I
this
agree
up to
100%.
you in the women's rumble. There's a spot where Chelsea Green, who we both love dearly, where she
Love
was
her.
about to be eliminated, and Alba Fire got on her hands and knees to help Chelsea up, and I literally wrote, "Can Chelsea be the new Kofi?" Not that
Yes.
from an athletic way that Kofi avoided elimination, but just from that heelish side of Chelsea Green, just being smarter than everybody, finding ways to stay in every year.
Uh, and then really utilizing the Secret Service and just the three of them becoming that spot. I'm 100% with that. Piper's got to get healthy. And 'cause I love the tag team idea. I love her having her Secret Hervis. I love the name Secret Hervis. But like the three of them really owning that and finding ways to keep Chelsea in using bodies, whatever they can. I think that'd be super fun. Yeah, somebody call Chelsea Green. Get on that. That is fantastic for her.
Yeah, she's one of the best they got, and we watched did you watch Unreal yet?
I'm 2 episodes in. I still have
Okay.
the other 3 to go.
Okay, they still dive into the whole Chelsea thing, like where does she go and where can she be put in what program and all that stuff. And there was just so many talented uh, wrestlers on the women's side. And I did want to bring this up too because I had surprise eliminations. Obviously, Braun Breaker getting eliminated immediately due to the outside interference, but also in the women's rumble, Natty eliminated Becky Lynch. I know
Yeah,
Becky's the IC champ right now, and that's not a top title, but it's Becky Lynch, and got eliminated by a returning Natty.
yeah. That was I'm with it. I think Natty's technically in the picture for the IC since her and, um oh my god, what's my girl's name?
Maxine Dupree.
Maxine Dupree. Um, I guess Nettie technically is in that feud,
Well,
but
she
I don't
attacked
know.
Maxine Dupree
Right.
recently. Yeah.
Yeah, so and then that match was between them, her and Becky.
Yep.
So yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense there, but I was still head scratching. I was like, okay, that's kind of a cheap way to get rid of Becky. And then obviously, Lesnar getting just randomly thrown out during Jay's entrance.
Yeah. That had been a missed spot.
I'm thinking Lesnar was supposed to hold on and let go.
Yeah. There was no way Lesnar was winning, right? Like,
Right,
we knew
right.
Lesnar wasn't going to win, but a guy like him, you have to figure out a different way to get him out of there.
I mean, I know Cody Rhodes is Cody Rhodes, but like Cody Rhodes and LA Knight clothesline over the top rope during an
Yeah.
entrance, during Jay Uso's entrance.
I love when
Eh,
Roman told him to run it back.
yeah. Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
I thought that I thought they could have did a little bit more with that, like setting up that story a little bit, because Jay didn't get his lick back.
No.
I know he tried to throw him over, but like he really didn't get his lick back. Uh, and there was no. I'm I want them to tell that story, but Roman Reigns has other things to do right now.
Yeah, well, who does Roman challenge, you think? Like, does Drew hold the title till WrestleMania? Does Roman go and challenge CM Punk if he holds the title till WrestleMania? Because you still have Elimination Chamber to go through. My assumption is at least one of those guys, probably Punk, is going to uh, defend it because it's in Chicago at Elimination
Yeah,
Chamber. So there's
yeah.
a chance that he drops the title. There's a chance he holds it, obviously. Drew, I don't know. Drew defends it before Mania. Uh, what would you want to see? What do you think is going to happen? Because Roman's going to be challenging for one of those titles.
I I think Drew has to defend it before this Jacob Fatu Cody Rhodes little triangle that is happening right now. One is great. I love Jacob Fatu, and what he's doing right now, and I love that he's up here with the main eventers, and absolutely hanging and holding his weight. There's something there. Obviously, Drew McIntyre is the reason why Cody Rhodes was eliminated from the Rumble. People are saying it's also the reason why Jacob got thrown out, but he was paying a lot of attention to Drew. So there's something there. So I was like leaning the Punk way, and maybe you get a Roman Reigns attacking Punk after Punk retains at Elimination Chamber, and that's Roman Reigns picking Punk. They have a story. Paul Heyman obviously is in there as well. Um, it's a route that you could go, but I also wouldn't hate inserting like a Braun Breaker if you don't have Seth, because I would if you don't have Seth, insert Braun Breaker. If you do have Seth, Braun Breaker goes with Seth, and then you can tell this story with just the two of them.
I think Braun Breaker is out of the title picture just because of what happened at the Rumble, right? Like
Yeah,
they're building something
yeah,
there.
yeah,
And
and I do think it's Seth. That's
it
my
makes
pick.
sense. It
Yeah,
makes sense what you said with Drew McIntyre still has his obsession with Cody Rhodes
yeah.
that I could see it being a three-way triple threat match at Mania, Drew, Cody, and Fatu. And my assumption would be Drew would retain or Fatu would win. I don't think Cody's gonna win that title back anytime soon. And then for the World Heavyweight title, yeah, you could just have the Roman Punk straight up, and Braun Breaker and the Vision deals with whatever they have going on with the Masked Man, who I said I
Yeah.
believe is Theory, and the strings are being pulled by Seth Rollins. So it is shaping up. On the women's side, you're thinking we're getting Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair if she's healthy, and that would lead Liv Morgan to challenge for the World Heavyweight title being held by Stephanie McCare right now.
Ooh. Do you there's so many options. I do you dare take the title off of Stephanie Valkyrie and give it to Raquel and tell that story of Raquel and Liv?
You
Uh,
could.
I
And
imagine,
they've been pushing Raquel
yeah,
a
they
lot.
have. Big sexy. Yeah, I love that moniker for her, and her embracing like the big, and she's probably going to be upset with Liv, and Liv's going to be doing Liv like she has been doing. Just the greatest Royal Rumble winner of all time, Liv Morgan. I think Liv is going to be able to tell that story fantastically. So, do you do it for the belt? Like, I see a lot of people guessing that the threat of Roxanne, Liv, and Raquel for the title at Mania. I'm okay with that too. Break up Judgment Day. Finn's gonna leave. Dom's gonna do Dom things, but Dom can hold his own. And go ahead, get the triple threat for the title.
I'd be down with that. And I want to bring this up too, because you just reminded me of this. Remember in the 25 year end review pod, you were talking about how stacked the women's tag team division is?
Yes.
And Liv, of course, eliminated her Judgment Day partner in Raquel Rodriguez. There was a lot of teasing as far as breakups in the women's tag division within that Rumble. Obviously, they started it with Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, who seemed to
Oh,
be on the same page for the majority of the Rumble until Charlotte accidentally eliminated Alexa. Kairi Sane accidentally eliminated Asuka. Asuka was
right.
not happy about that elimination.
That was a good spot.
And then they even had Lash Legend and Nia Jax. They did not touch in the Rumble because Nia got eliminated before. And the other tag team, Julia and Kiana James, who had a really good showing as
She looked
well.
great.
Um,
She looked
yeah, she
great.
did. She did. I haven't seen her wrestle in a while because she's been obviously managing Julia, but she
Mm.
can go, man. She can
Yeah,
really go.
yeah. I think that what it did was planted a seed there for potential breakups. However, I do think an elimination chamber with the women's tag team is coming. And if not, if they don't do that, I need you to just keep all of these teams spicy enough for Mania. Give me a
Ladder.
women's TLC.
Oh, TLC. That'd be even better.
Yeah, like obviously we've been seeing these tag teams for months now, absolutely going at each other's throats all over the place. Raw, SmackDown, it's all over the place. I think you can really give them a big spot in an elimination chamber for the titles, or if you can hold on long enough for WrestleMania, I think having a TLC with about 5 or 6 of the tag teams, I think it'd be fantastic, and a
You could put
great
the
spot for
Bellas
the
in
women.
there too. You could
Yeah.
put Brie and Nikki.
Yep.
Obviously, Rhea and
Yep.
Io Sky, Alexa and Charlotte, Kyrie and Asuka, Julia and Kiana James. Like, there's a lot of good
And
teams out there.
Nia and Lash.
Nia and
There's your
Lash, and
6.
that could maybe be Lash's moment. That could get
Right.
her a title
And then we didn't
because
even talk
I
about,
love the idea.
there's one more, Bailey and
Yeah,
Lyra. Oh,
Bayley and
wow,
Lila.
they're
That's
all
right.
over the place.
Yeah, there's and it's funny too because right now you have all these women that you and me been watching for the last the Charlotte Flairs, the Alexa Blisses, the Rhea Ripleys, the um, Becky Lynch's that are kind of in the mid card now. Like Becky's the IC champ. You know, there's possibly AJ WrestleMania. Then in the tag, if you have a tag match like that, where you have a 6 team women's ladder TLC tag match at Mania, you're talking about a bunch of big stars that are competing for those tag team championships.
Yeah, and what a great case, what a great stage to showcase your women. And I think that's given them a big spot. 1000% the opportunity to have the match of the weekend. And you've got so many top stars in this match that will help move that along with the Rhea, the Io, the Charlottes, the Alexas, even I called Naya. And then if you have Bailey in there, the Kabuki, like there's so much like absolutely fantastic energy and like styles in this match. That would be so much fun. Give me TLC.
Yeah,
And
I'm
if you
down
don't
for
want
that.
TLC, give me ladders. But no, give me TLC.
No, give us TLC. I want tables. I want ladders. I want chairs.
Yeah. And has there been a women's TLC match?
Maybe but I can't think of like a multi-women tag team.
Yes, there has. Asuka, Becky, and Charlotte
No, but
in
tag team
2018.
wise,
Oh, tag team wise, no, I don't. No, no, I
yeah,
know that for a fact.
because obviously they have the Money in the Bank match, but
Yeah,
an actual TLC match with tag teams for the women, I don't think so.
I don't think so. No. And let's check off another first ever. I'm with it.
Yeah, WrestleMania is shaping up. We have to get through Elimination Chamber first, obviously.
Right.
I'm really excited
100%.
for WrestleMania. George, who won the night? Who was the biggest star coming out of the night?
Ooh, that's there's a ton to choose from. Um, Man, both sides. I think. Ooh, I honestly, I'd probably go. I'd go Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns? Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think
I'd
it's a
go
bad
Roman.
answer.
I
I
go
looked at
Roman
it
Reigns.
more. Oh, go ahead.
No, I'll go Roman Reigns. But I can't pick one because I just wanted to say the stars of the show were the new generation,
Yeah, I
and I
picked
just
Lashley.
yeah, I wanted to group like if I could group them together because I thought they no none made a impact in regards to like the moment of the night or anything like that. But just as a group going in, like we're seeing these guys that are starting to pop up on our screens a little bit more. And I thought Triple H did an absolutely fantastic job of showcasing why we should care about them and how talented they are. And I'm talking every single one of them: Lash Legend, the Obafemi, the Javon Evans, the Trick Williams. Sol Ruka, I group them all together. I think the young stars were the people of the night, but individual wise, I'll give it to Roman.
Yeah, I kind of crossed off Roman and Gunther and Drew and Liv and Rhea, like all the established stars.
Mhm.
Trying to find someone that was elevated to new heights. And I think the two easy answers on that were Obafemi and Lash Legend.
Yeah.
Just the impact those two had in their respective rumbles. But obviously, Roman Reigns in another main event at WrestleMania, I am stoked for. There's a reason why he's main evented so many WrestleManias, is because he's the best. We always get upset about a singular person main eventing multiple WrestleManias, but it's the same thing in sports. You know, when Michael Jordan and the 90s Bulls were running things, they were the best. That's why they were in the finals every single year.
Yep.
Roman Reigns is the best of our generation. That's why he's going to be in the main event of WrestleMania. And if you put him up against CM Punk, oh my God. CM Punk gets his actual main event match. I know
Yep.
he had it on night one, but if he gets one on night two, gonna just showcase his legacy as well.
Yeah. And you could tell a story either way. And there's so many people that you compare with Roman where it will make sense. So going in, it's a fantastic pick. It you really can run away with it.
Can I read something to you? Because I just saw something on Twitter.
Hmm.
Gunther's retirement tour through 2036. You want to hear the rest? He is predicting
Yes.
Gunther will retire each year. All right.
Yes.
2026, Brock Lesnar. 2027, Chris Jericho, Rey Mysterio,
Okay.
and Trish Stratus.
Hmm.
2028, The Rock and Nikki Bella. 2029, Dolph Ziggler. 2030, The Miz and CM Punk. 2031, Sheamus and Randy Orton. 2032, Ric Flair. 2033, Vince McMahon and both Hardy Boys. 2034, R-Truth. 2035, Roman Reigns. 2036, Pat McAfee.
That's fantastic. People keep saying this. Save Rey Mysterio's retirement for Dom.
I know. But remember
100
my idea was Dom hires Gunther.
Yes.
Help him beat Rey Mysterio, and it's like a 2-on-1 handicap match.
Yeah, so they give them both credit. I like it's a tag team, 2-on-1. Ray's got to win to save his career.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. And Dom gets a pin.
Yes, of course, with the frog splash.
Yes, everybody else just feed him Gunther's way. Yeah, even Trish Stratus, Nikki Bella too. Yeah, you got to face Gunther.
Do it, just do it. Yeah, like I said, the show in general, a lot of good came from it. I do think it was underwhelming just because me personally wanted to see Chris Jericho return so bad.
I
And
wanted that for
my favorite thing, and I understand completely what you're saying. I understand what Triple H is doing, get the young stars going. I still think you can get the young stars going. Like, obviously, you're going to have Lash Legend in there. Obviously, going to have Obafemi in there. Obviously, going to have Javon Evans. But I could have done without Mr. Iguana and seen like
Oh,
DDP return. You know,
yeah,
like I do want to see a legend or two every Rumble. Some of my favorite Rumbles are when JBL's music hits and he comes out of the announcer table. I love
yeah.
seeing a 60-year-old Roddy Piper in the Rumble. I'm like, that's cool for me. I like hearing the music and popping for my childhood favorites. And I do think that is a little bit what the Rumble is about. One or two legends just come back. I just want to see them. They don't have to do much. They can get eliminated quick. I don't care.
Yeah, and you could do an ISO speed moment in the sense of somebody was supposed to be there and then they get beat up. Like we don't need to see Penta Rumble. I love
Oh, I
Penta,
do
but
want to see Penta. I do want to see Penta in the Rumble.
I don't need Penta. I don't need
Oh,
a
we don't
couple
need
of these
Mr.
guys.
Iguana. I'm sorry. We don't need Mr.
Well,
Iguana.
I'm
We don't.
okay with Mr. Iguana. I'm not okay with La Parka.
Yeah,
I'm okay.
I may be
Mr. Iguana,
ignorant.
I'm fine with.
I don't know who the AAA guys are. I don't watch AAA, but yeah, it's cool for them. They get their showcase their talents, but I would just rather see Diamond Dallas Page or
Yes,
Kevin Nash. You know, give me a legend.
please not Kevin Nash. Oh,
Yeah, he probably tear squad.
he's. I was about to say he's like 68. No, give me Hurricane.
Yes, he's back at the production booth anyways.
Yes,
He can miss a match. Come out there.
100%. Yeah, just
Try to do a double
put on a
choke
suit.
slam on Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns.
But like, and if you're not gonna give it to us in one Rumble, give it to us in the other one. Like I
Yeah.
thought Brie was a fantastic pick as a surprise. I genuinely surprised. I know she was over there, but she could be over there supporting her sister. Like all of that made sense. But I really liked that part of the surprise. And they always have a Lita or like a Trish or a Michelle McCool. Like they always have to throw one of those in there. It might be easier for them to do it. But I think you could, if you give me it in one, I'll be fine on the other. But it wasn't enough.
No, it was one legend. Just one. I want at least 3. That's my little nitpick.
It's a good one. You know, it's a solid one. I give me something a little bit shock me. Give me the Godfather again.
Oh, the whole train.
Yeah, can you a Saudi Arabia whole train? Just putting it
That
out
would
there.
be weird though, because they have. Yeah, that's we're not gonna get into all
Oh,
that.
I just realized
Godfather
what I
weekend,
said. Wow,
Saudi Arabia.
that is so bad.
Yeah, it's okay.
So
It's
bad.
okay. It's all right. It's different cultures. All right. That's all.
Um, yeah, but I thought it was a good night. And I think just as you give Liv the spot, give Dom one in the future and watch him just absolutely take it and run the Money in the Bank. Yeah,
Oh,
there's
I
my
told you that's my pick to win Money in the Bank this
yeah
year is gonna be Dom. Dom's
yeah.
winning Money in the
We
Bank
need
this
that.
year.
We need that. We need
No doubt.
who won the Money in the Bank for the men's?
The
Because
Seth Rollins. He's still holding it.
oh, Seth's right. Okay, yeah, Seth,
Yeah.
100%. Okay,
No, he cashed in.
yeah, he cashed in.
Yeah, he
Yes,
cashed
yeah,
in.
he
Fuck
cashed.
yeah. I want to I
Yeah,
think, what am I saying?
SummerSlam.
I'm getting old.
SummerSlam.
I'm
That's
forgetting
how I
things.
asked. I was like, who won it? All the years get combined. The whole memory. And
Yeah.
it gets cashed in so quickly, but Seth did hold it for a little bit.
Who was the last, like, long hold? Was that Damien? He cashed in at Mania.
Yeah, yeah, I think that would. Yeah, I think he would be the last one. And the girls is so ridiculous. I think it's Tiffy. Tiffy
If
held
he
it for the longest.
Yeah. Well, she had a cool briefcase.
Yeah, that was cool. That is cool. I love how they do that. I'm a bigger Money in the Bank fan than a lot of people. I love that match. I think the stipulation is fantastic, and it just adds that extra intrigue. And like, I think it's Royal Rumble and Money in the Bank for me,
Yeah,
like
and the
match
only
wise.
thing is, and I don't know, like, now I've kinda changed my on this because there's so many, different match types now, but I do miss the Money in the Bank match being at WrestleMania, but now the fact that they do a men's and women's Money in the Bank, I understand how it's more difficult to do, but there are certain premium live events that I just don't like. Like, they need to do away with Hell in a Cell because Hell in a Cell match in general has to be like ending of a rivalry when you can't do anything else. They can't just look into that every year. Same thing with the War Games match. Get rid of that until you actually have a need for it.
Yeah, and Triple H has been doing a really good job of making the cell a little bit more meaningful, so to say. So I'll continue doing that because I want it to mean something. I want it to go back to meaning something, and yeah, I think of War Games if it makes sense, but don't force it. You can go
Right.
back and forth with the traditional War Games teams. Like you can give us both.
I
There is a area where you can give us both.
I miss traditional Survivor Series so much.
Me too.
It's
Me
called
too.
Survivor
Was it
Series.
you?
You're supposed
Was
to
it
have a
you?
lone
No, it
survivor.
wasn't you. I was talking to somebody about how I recently went back and watched the NXT, SmackDown, and Raw
Yeah.
Survivor Series. That that is a 10 out of 10 show.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember when they did that. Didn't NXT win too?
Yeah, yeah, and they
Yeah.
had like a celebration. I was active. I was into NXT at that point. So I was watching it, and they had like a little celebration, like march through the state for winning like the two or something like that. Yeah, they won. Shout out to Shayna Baszler. She looked great in that.
Mhm. I'm in the minority here. Love the brand supremacy stuff.
Me
Like,
too.
I miss
I
SmackDown versus
do.
Raw.
I do. I love that competition ideally, but I make it a yearly thing and not just at Survivor Series time. Like have like have them care about it a little bit.
I wouldn't mind too if they did like a Night of Champions kind of, but where the world heavyweight champ faces the WWE champ, and then the IC champ faces the US champ, and then both women face, and then the tag teams face. But I guess now there's yeah, that'd be tough to do, but I'm down for that. I'm down for that too.
Yeah, yeah. So next year Royal Rumble, if it's in the United States, yeah.
It depends where it is.
Oh,
Depends
Cody.
where it is. George, depends where it is.
Oh, fine, fine. Okay, depends on where it is.
Unless I win the lottery. It's a for sure
Oh
yes.
yeah, yeah. We'll talk when the location drops.
Yes. WrestleMania's in Vegas this year, though. You'll be in Vegas, right? You're going to Vegas this year. Not
Y-
during WrestleMania season, but
yes,
yeah.
yes. I was it July, July. So a couple months after. But it would be cool to be down there during that time. Um, hmm. No, we're not going to Saudi Arabia next year. Okay.
Wait, is that where Rumble is? Again?
No, that's where Mania is.
Oh, that's right. Well, it's gonna be a
Yeah.
1 o'clock start on both days.
Yeah.
That's a
Oh,
plus.
but and I've got to mention a couple of things in regards to this show that was really the pyro. Did Cody Rhodes really need a pyro during his entrance of the Royal Rumble? I get it, you're the woe guy, but do we need the pyro with all of that in the Royal Rumble?
Didn't someone else get pyro too?
Yes.
Didn't
Did the
Rio?
pyro yeah, Rio got it. The pyro when you have to like yeah, no, you have a social cue. All of them do. Why? Why? Also, it is 2 o'clock in the morning when they ended in Saudi Arabia. Can you imagine being asleep in your house and the buildings are lighting off pyro for like 10 minutes? That ending, like firework display on after the show, I sat there watching. I was like, all this is happening at 2:30 in the morning. I,
With
I,
all
I
due
was mind
respect, I
blown.
don't think the Saudi prince cares
He does
about
not,
other people, dude.
not
He's
not a
like
care.
he's like, "Give me everything."
Yeah,
They asked for Yokozuna a few years ago. He's like, yeah, he can't make it. He's dead." So they brought
yeah,
in a guy that looked like Yokozuna.
yeah, they brought in a sumo wrestler.
Crazy.
Uh, yeah, that was one. And then I was wondering, do our buildings do that? Like in the USA, can we set off fireworks like that
I don't
off
know.
a
I mean,
building?
we
Like
do, don't we?
off a building though, like a
I don't
tall
know.
skyscraping building?
You know what, too? The stadium was weird. Like, there were moments where I'm like, "Is anybody sitting in those seats?" Because like, the
Yeah,
lighting, like, the lights
yeah,
they
the
had in their
lighting
seats,
was
they were
weird.
all empty.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, even like through some of the video, it wasn't like a packed stadium. It didn't look like it.
No.
Um, I'm not an attendance snob like that, but it didn't look like it was packed. But then all of a sudden they're telling me it's 2 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh yeah, what would I be doing at midnight? I'd probably be in bed.
I'd be
Um,
sleeping, man.
that's how I I wasn't. There are parts of this that I wish was in a USA stadium. I think with A going out, they did a good job of showing him love. But it would have been really cool to kind of see him go out, maybe in like a Georgia or something. And I didn't realize how much I would miss the actual countdown in like English. Um, and because you know how that build up happens, and then like everybody's yelling. Would be watching the match, and then all of a sudden all of a sudden I realized too late that the countdown was happening. And so I would look at the countdown, it's three. I was like, oh, somebody else is coming. um, so I struggled through. I struggled through that. But to be honest with you, that didn't bother me too much. I kind of got used to it like towards the middle of the women's rumble, and I was ready for it in the men's. Um, but I also thought that them singing Randy Orton's song when it's not going, I love that. I love that for the international crowds. Uh, so I'm kind of mixed with the whole Saudi Arabia. I'm mixed with a mania there for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. This is just me probably being an ignorant American, but I feel like the Big Four should stay in the US. I just do. I just do. The crowd wasn't I don't think the crowd was good at Rumble,
Yeah.
like past crowds. Like, our crowd in Indianapolis was incredible last year.
Oh,
Saudi crowd
my,
can't hold a candle to our crowd last year.
no. Yeah, I'm with you there. I'm with you there. They also gave us a lot more to cheer for.
Yeah, they did. They did.
Yeah.
Last year's Rumble was better than this year's Rumble.
Oh yes, yes. Card wise too.
Yep. I mean, well, God, the Cody Kevin match. Jeez. One of the best ladder matches I've ever seen.
Yeah. Oh, live. That one spot where Cody
Oh my
sold.
god.
Oh. There was legit fear in me. I was like, oh wow.
He dead? Is he dead?
Yeah,
No, he's okay.
please
He's okay.
get up. Please move.
Oh man.
But at the end of the day, the road needed.
Yeah, no, it's still my favorite live event. I mean, if I can only watch one per year, I would pick Royal Rumble even over WrestleMania. That's how much I love Royal Rumble.
Yeah, I'm always been a Rumble guy. That is numero uno for me.
Any final thoughts?
Yeah, this is my favorite road. WrestleMania season is exciting season for us wrestling fans. So we're locked in every Monday and Friday, and we're on the internet, just ready to be wowed and entertained by some of the best in the world.
Who is going to be winning the final match on WrestleMania Night 2?
I think that we get the image of Roman Reigns with the World Heavyweight Championship.
I agree with you on that. I'm with you. Thanks again for listening all the way through on our Royal Rumble pod. Really looking forward to the road to WrestleMania. Make sure to find us. We're on all socials: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube. You can listen to the pod on the audio side on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. And make sure we got a few seconds. Drop us a 5-star review, leave a little comment, helps grow the show, and we can continue to bring you some more awesome content. Austin Spetz is going to join me for a Rounders movie review. That's coming up. Also, Jason Voorhees versus Michael Myers. Who's the better movie villain? Some fun conversation coming your way.